All right, Sean Terry here, Flip2Freedom.com, and I want to share with you something that has been epic through the Flip2Freedom Academy, and that is something called deal or no deal. This is the biggest problem that brand new investors have. They want to know what to offer, right? What to offer. Now, when you're trying to figure out an offer, there's a lot of other moving parts, like what are the 3 low comps? What's the ARV of the property, right? You know, and you're looking at, you know, what's the formula to make your offer? How do you account for repairs? Well, all that is kind of trips people up and they get stuck. So what we have decided to do, what we've done, and it's been working absolutely phenomenal, is what's called deal or no deal. In deal or no deal, you get to get on the line with us, you know, and talk to Brandon, which is literally my right-hand guy. He has been my COO of the company. We've moved him more into the more coaching side of it because that's what he loves to do. And he's been our disposition, sold thousands of properties for us. So the bottom line is he knows specifically what to look for on how to exit the property, how to account for repairs, how to figure out the ARV, how to figure out the lowest comps, and he's phenomenal at it. So what he does is get on the line with you guys and actually go through your deals that you bring to the table and help you analyze them, not to show you or give you a fish per se, but to teach you how to fish so you fully understand the process. And then guess what? You don't need Brandon anymore. You can figure out your own offers. You can figure out what ARV is. You can figure out your own repairs. And guess what? You might have to come back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 times to analyze deals to really get a grasp on it. But when you do, it's amazingly liberating knowing that you can offer the exact amount that makes sense that you can turn around and flip and make a profit on. So here's an example of a deal or no deal that Brandon has done, and I want to share it with you, to the YouTube listeners out there, to be able to kind of see what we've done and also how you can participate. And if you want to join the Flip2Freedom Academy, there's a link below that you can learn more about it. We have a webinar about 4 real estate investing newbies that share their stories and how they get started from all different backgrounds, and you might relate to one of them or maybe one of the other ones, but what happens is you will learn the process of what it takes to go out and not only get your first check, but to scale it into multiple deals every single month. But one of the biggest things that we talk about is how to overcome, how to make that offer. And in this example, Brandon will show you exactly how it's done. So thank you so much for listening. Watch this video with Brandon here. I know it's going to make a difference. God bless.
Hello, hello, hello. This is Brandon Simmons with Sean Terry's office. Looks like we're getting some people coming on. If you can hear me, please type in the chat box or the question box, yes, that you can hear me. I'd really appreciate it. And let me go ahead and see if I can hear you. All right, great. Well, I just wanted to welcome out everyone to this week's Deal or No Deal. And I'll be your host, Brandon Simmons. And hopefully you guys can see my screen right now where it says Deal or No Deal. Do you guys see the slides up right now? Let me see a big yes if that's okay. Perfect. And no from Latera. I could hear us. Okay. Okay, Martha's on. All right, great. Well, I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick and share a couple things about me. So I am working with Sean Terry. I've been working with Sean for over 3.5 years now. Let me see if I can, let's go here, dashboard. You got to excuse me because I'm still kind of learning my way around everything here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I am trying to see if I can jump on here, but we'll go ahead and just keep going here. So let me just tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing today. You guys are going to have a chance to submit properties for us to comp and look at together and try to see how we can get some of these deals locked up for you. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is start going through a little bit about how to comp properties and what you need to do. And so right here at the beginning, you guys just want to explain a little bit about what it's for. So what we're going to be doing is talking about how to comp properties, help you guys negotiate really killer deals so you can get deals faster. When it comes to comping properties, this is kind of like the review here. Number one, properties you are negotiating on. Number two, properties you have appointments for. Number three, all other properties. So you know what? Just throw in your addresses for the properties. I'll do my best to comp them for you. Here's a few resources for you to comp your own properties, especially if you're a realtor. That's awesome because you can use the MLS. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be using Zillow and Redfin, and there's other sources out there as well. So let's go through and explain a little bit the best parameters, okay, to comp properties. So what you want to do is you want to stay within about a 10% square footage of the subject property. You don't want to go and compare a 2,000 square foot house with a 1,000 square foot house. That's a kind of the basic rule we go off of. You can stretch it out to about a 15% plus or minus on the square footage. That kind of gives you the basic parameters. You want to make sure that we have the same type of properties. If it's a two-story property, you want to comp it with a two-story property. If it's a single-story property, you want to comp it with a single-story property as well. Okay. Now, when it comes to comping properties, we really want to focus on sold properties, properties that have sold in the last 3 to 6 months. Occasionally, we're going to bring in active properties. That kind of gives you an idea of where the market is right now. And again, one of the best things to do whenever you are selling your properties is to keep it the lowest price property in the neighborhood. Okay, you want yours to sell faster than anybody's else. So you want to make sure that you're keeping your property the lowest price. We're going to be using sold comps, properties that have already sold, typically within the last 3 to 6 months. And of course, condition is important. The more renovations and rehab that's needed, then the more in the repair estimate. And also, you're not going to compare a fully remodeled property with a property that's like a hoarder home and a junker home or something like that. You want to compare like properties. So if it's been renovated or rehab, you want to kind of do the same thing on there or adjust the value. And that's what we're going to be talking about, using some of the tools that Sean provides, like the comp calculator. And typically, we like to stay within a mile of the subject property. A lot of times I will try to stay within a quarter or a half mile, depending if there's enough sold comps in that area. We don't want to really pass over major thoroughfares or major roadways or waterways or rivers and stuff like that. If there's something that's a natural boundary, you want to kind of keep everything on that particular side, so you're not crossing those boundaries back and forth. And then when we use the comp calculator, this is a really great tool if you haven't used it. What we try to do is we try to find the 3 highest sold properties and the 3 lowest sold properties. And that gives us an average of the high and the average of the lows. We figure out our repair estimate, and then we have an offer. So now let's jump into deal or no deal. Let me go ahead and jump onto Zillow and Redfin here. Okay, so, all right, let me go ahead and start looking through here. Hello, Andy. Hello, Jesse. Martha. And it looks like, Jesse, looks like you have a 6-unit apartment building, 100% occupied, located an hour from Austin, Texas, and 20 minutes from Kylene. All right, what's the address of that property, Jesse, so we can start looking that up? And while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and keep on going down here. Okay. Let's see here. Can you still hear me? I got someone saying that they can't hear me anymore. Katie, okay, it's fixed. Great. All right, so we do have a deal here from Reese. It looks like it's 400 Regulator Drive, South Cambridge, Maryland. Okay, let me go ahead and look this up. And all right, so looks like this one is for sale, and it's showing price, a for sale price at $229. Under contract at $152. Only needs carpet. Let's check out the pictures here. Let's see what it looks like. And okay, looks like grandma's house. No major renovations. It looks like it's in good condition. Missing a bed here. Okay. And hopefully you guys are seeing what I'm looking at on the computer screen here as well. Okay, it does need carpet. Looks pretty manicured out front. That's great. Looks clean. So let's go ahead and take a look at this area here. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and hit expand on Zillow. And what that will do, it'll bring us homes for sale in the area. So the good thing is you do have, it looks like that it'll be the lowest priced property right now. And we got a built 2011, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1890 square feet. Here's some of the for sale properties right here. And I really want to focus on the sold properties. So again, we're looking at 1890 square feet. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull this up here real quick. So we got our comp calculator, and I'm going to have to click back and forth. So excuse me for a moment while I do this. Great. Okay, so we got a lot that are, I want to use Redfin for this as well. I usually use both Redfin and Zillow just to kind of get a good idea on everything. And they kind of help me zero in on what's needed. All right, so this looks like a totally different property. Did I not put in the address right? Let's check it out. 400 Regular Drive. What is going on here? Reese, if I got you on the realtor, is no longer involved, also needs paint. Reese, real quick, so this looks like the house on Zillow, 400 Regular Drive South in Cambridge. We have another house on Redfin, and that looks like a totally different house. So I'm assuming this is a wrong picture, whoever put that up there. I'm going to use that assumption. So what I usually do is go into the map for map nearby homes. Let's see what we got here. And if you look right here on the map, this is going to give us an idea of where the property is located on Regulator. And we don't want to cross any major thoroughfares. We want to try to stay in this general area, hopefully. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up. Here's 400 Regulator Drive South. This is so weird. All right, so let's go ahead and go to filters. I'm going to go to sold properties. We'll go to last 6 months. And if we're at 1890 square feet at 90%, so we're going to go 1700 square feet on the low end. Let's see here. We got 1750, and then uh, 1890. A little over 2,000 square feet on the high end here. So I'm going to go, we're narrowing it in a little bit, so it's not a whole lot there. And apply the filters. And again, these are 2-story homes. We're trying to keep similar properties, and it looks like those may be just like, I don't think that's a 2nd-story house. It looks like a 1-story house. But this one's on regulator. That is a 2-story, 279, 229. So this is the lowest priced property. Let's go ahead and pull this up here. So when it comes to properties that are currently listed, our rule of thumb in the Phoenix, Arizona market is we typically make sure that we try to sell our properties at no more than 80% of whatever the list price is. So if it's on the market, I know the realtor is no longer involved. If we're going 80%, we're selling that property at 183. Typically, honestly, I'll probably be pushing that down to 179. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Back out here, Reese. Realtor is no longer involved, doesn't need paint. Yeah, that's not the right picture, I figured. So, well, Reese, let me go ahead and pull this up. And I'm trying to remember what you said on this one. You have it locked up at 152. The good news is you got a wholesale deal. So I think that you are locked in at the right price. You know, the retail market is 229 on this. And let's say you're trying to sell that. I think that you can sell it depending on the availability in that market. I think you're going to be between, I think it's probably going to be closer to the 75% mark, so 229. I think you're going to sell that about 169. If I was you, Reese, I would market that at 169, and I think you'll have good luck selling that. That'll be a good, easy flip property at the high end. Just kind of give you an idea. You can probably push it up to 179, so 169 to 179. If you want to meet in the middle and make it 175, you may have a really good profit there. If you're selling at 175 and you locked it up at 152, you're talking about a $23,000 profit. That's awesome. Good job. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and keep on rolling here. That was actually really good, Reese. Good job. Okay, so it looks like we have one at 208 Pershing in Idaho. It's a duplex. Let me look this up. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. And again, what I do is I put the addresses in both Zillow and in Redfin. And that way I can compare and contrast, and sometimes, come on, Redfin is not available. All right. Woo, Pocatello, Idaho. It's a duplex. This looks pretty rough. So, Katie, real quick on this one. You said 3-bed, 1-bath, top unit, and that's 2-bed, 1-bath, lower unit. What is the condition of this property, Katie? You listed at 120, it needs work, factoring remodel, bathroom, kitchen. What did you lock the property up at, Katie? Looks like you're selling it at 120. What did you get it for? So let's go ahead and do our own little research here. We're going to use Zillow on this. Hit expand. Okay. And great. Not a lot showing here for some reason. Let me just look at the map and see exactly where we're at. So we are north of Oak Street, and let's see what we're east of. We're east of Yellowstone Avenue. So Oak and Yellowstone. We want to kind of stay in this little area right here if possible. If not, we can go out a little bit. It looks like the 15 goes right through here. I am heading up to Idaho myself here next week, I think it is. So let's zoom in here. There's Oak Street, and here is Yellowstone. Okay, so what's weird, I don't know why it's not showing up all the properties on this side. So let's just see what we got here. They have some for rent properties, 2-bed. So that is not the same square. What is our square footage on this? Katie, would you be able to help us out here and let me know? You got it at 65. You show the ARV at 165, 170. Some comp used. Do you happen to know the square footage here? This is a really interesting one. So let me do a little copy paste. Do a little research real quick. All right, so we have Zillow real estate hot pads. It's like they're showing us a townhouse. What does hot pads have here? They have it at 120 and a 5-bed, 2-bath, 2880 square feet. Okay, that helps us out. So, Katie, it looks like it's going to be around 2,800 square feet. Does that sound about right? Okay, square feet 2880. Perfect. Thanks for getting back to me on that. Top unit is 1920. Bottom is 960. I think you got a killer deal here, though. But let's just do a little bit of research so we know what we're looking at here. Now, if you notice, there's like not a lot of comps that gave us any comps on the sold side here. So I'm going to go into the map area here and see what we got here. So we have a sold at 23 at 140. And by the way, when it comes to duplexes, it's okay to comp a duplex similar to a single family if there's not a lot of duplexes around. So basically, you're going to go off the square footage, bedroom, bathroom, that type of basic information is going to give you some good ideas. It looks like we're in the 140, 120 range. Let's see here. And you have the comps of 160, 170. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to see what is comping up that high. And I'm not seeing anything quite that high in all of these. And again, it's just because the information that we have here, I may have to go down a little bit south. If I remember right, here's the 15. We don't want to cross the 15. It's a major freeway. I may be able to go up here a little bit. I see a 135. Here, these are less square footage. This is a hard one here. And it's okay to not have the perfect information. Oh, here's a good one. So 4-bed, 2-bath, 2,200 square feet. This is 135. You may be close. I don't feel, for me personally, whenever I'm comping stuff, and because I focus on how to sell the properties fast, I'm using the lowest properties on a lot of these. So I see a lot of 135s, a lot of 122s. I'm gonna say the average. We're gonna use 135, another 135, another 120 divided by 3. It's gonna be an average of 130. It's a little bit lower than what you had for your ARV. That's fine. And I think your ARV is probably closer. I don't know what the condition of the property is, though. That could be a huge factor on it. So if we're going at 130, and we typically are trying to sell this, it looks like you got a deal for sure. You got this at 65. And depending on your condition, it looks like you're selling around 90 grand. So I will say 89. I always, for some reason, I like to use it's like Kmart or Walmart, where they price something at $9.99. It just seems a little bit less. So instead of saying 90,000, I'll put it at 89,000 or 89,900, something like that. So let's say 89,000 minus your 65 number. $24,000 profit at least. Good job, Katie. Great job. Hey, that's a good one. And the good thing on this too, Katie, if I can give you a recommendation, is to try to find out. Let me see here. Put some of the you put some of the comps in here. Okay, there you go. So you use some of these comps. One on Northgate, one on Hyde Avenue. I see what you're getting at. Yeah, 130. And again, Katie, you have a list of 120 because it needs work. So I think that's a little high, Katie. If you can get it, great. Let's say we use those three comps that you have. You have 165 plus the 149 plus the 130 divided by 3 gives you a total of 148. That gives you a 70% number, 103. I think you're going to need to be under 100,000 to sell this. The reason being here, Katie, if you look around, you want to be the cheapest around. 120 at 120. Yeah. Have you had any calls on that? Because if that may be the reason. Because look, you got a 120 here. That one that was actually a while ago. Wow, these comps are just all jacked up. So sorry about that. So this may not even be super accurate, Katie. I don't have access on MLS here for Idaho. I'm just going off the comps here. But it looks like 120, 122, 123, 140. You want to be the cheapest property available. Here's one at 103. And I know this is a duplex, so it's a money-making investment property. So it's a little bit different. I think I would start out. I mean, I don't know. I'm being conservative here, so I'm using the 130 at 70%. I'm selling at 89,000. I mean, at 89,000. And here's the beautiful thing: if you do this right and you market it right, so the buyer, so you had a contract on it at 110, but they backed out because it needed too much work. So Katie, what I would do is get on the phone with that potential buyer, find out what is their number. Ask them to give you a number at what price it makes sense to them with the work. If they just don't want to do the work, and again, we don't have pictures, so we can't see it, you're going to need to lower that price. And again, these comps are outdated. I mean, we have stuff from 2015. So the information we have isn't super accurate, so I get that. I think you can sell it at 89 all day long, and you can probably, even if you blast this out right, you're going to be able to have people knocking on the door and have multiple offer situations, which could push the price up, which will be terrific. That's what I do all the time. And what I would do is I market the property. Me personally, I market the property for a few days. I blast it out to my email list. I put it online. I text message all the good buyers. I try to get everyone out there. I try to get landlords together. And then what I do is I try to go ahead and get as many people to the property during a 30-minute showing and inspection. And then all of a sudden I got a feeding frenzy. Okay. So, even if you get the property sold at 89,000 and you got it for 65, you're making $24,000 profit, which is amazing. But you might be able to get this bid up. It may even get bid up another $10,000. So, you can make over $30,000 on one property. So don't let the, don't let one deal stop it. You want to be able to have a pipeline full of deals. So good job on this one, Katie. You did amazing. This is a great one. Yeah, it's a hard one to comp. It's on a corner lot. Thanks for the feedback. Okay, awesome. So who else has some properties and needs some help looking at? We got a couple here. Let's see. Laterra. I think I skipped it. Let me go and peek at this one. 301 West Little Creek, Norfolk, Virginia. God, excuse me. I get dry mouth talking all the time, so I want to be able to have a sip once in a while. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Great. Virginia. This is, oh, pre-foreclosure. Sweet. Hey, Latera, can you, and hopefully I'm saying your name right, can you give me a little bit of information on this property? How did you find this property? Looks like it's a 5-bed, 1-bath, 2,000 square foot home. And also let me know if that is correct here. So I'm pulling it up on Zillow and on Redfin as well. That's a good view of it right here. And it looks like Little Creek Road. And let's just check right here, see what our cross streets are. Looks like Granby Street and Little Creek. So we want to kind of stay in this little section right here. We don't want to go over any water or any freeways. So we're basically going to try to stay in this little area right here that I'm outlining. Great. All right, let me go and zero out of that. And all right, Latera. Let's see here. All right, it's near your job. Good job. It's a 5-bed, 1-bath, 2,078 square feet. Let's go ahead and comp this one out then. It's an older property. I'm assuming the condition is rough or older. All right, let's go and pull it up. So this is really interesting. If you guys are in a pinch, and sometimes you get those driver personalities that need to give you an offer right away over the phone, the Redfin estimate, the Zillow estimate, well, this one does not have a Zillow estimate right now because it's in pre-foreclosure. These are some really good ideas, but the foreclosure estimate is showing 142,000, and that's 88,000 below the Zestimate, if that's correct. So 142 plus 88, 230. Redfin has it at 215. I always use the lower of the two in order to give a quick offer over the phone if I had to. So let's go ahead and use Redfin real quick. I'm going to go ahead and hit map certain nearby homes. Good job on this, Latera. Let's give it a peek. So I just want to look again. We're right off the cedar level right here. So it looks like the property is right in here. Here's a property for sale for 145, much smaller. Let's see what this is, 224. This is a 2-story though, 238. We got an open house across the street. That's beautiful, but it's a lot smaller. It's in good condition. This is good information to get in because you want to make sure that you are pricing this right. Latera, have you already submitted a contract on this or made an offer to the seller yet? Just curious. So let me go ahead and pull up the filters here. We're going to go to sold in the last 6 months. Okay, great. There's 1463. Let's see what this 600,000 one is. Oh, that looks like an apartment complex or something. Let's not use that. All right, 254. Man, they are all over the place. So what we want to do is let's go back to the square footage. We have 2,078 square foot. The one thing that's an issue here is only having 1 bathroom. Anyone that has a family knows that you want to have multiple bathrooms. So it'd be great to have 2 bathrooms, but we'll work with this. Looks like it's an older property. If we're going at 90% of the square footage, we're looking at 1870. So let's see how close we can get on our filters. Okay, so we're going to go with sold in the last 6 months. And we're going to get close to 1870. That is maybe a little too close. 2000. Then I'm going to go 10% up of 2078. And we're like almost 2300 there. There's 2250. Let's apply the filters. Okay, we have 2 properties. Okay, and they're all pretty close in price. So 2 sold properties, both sold in April. One's a 5-bed, 2-bath. The other one is a 5-bed, 2-bath. Here are the conditions. They look great, though. They look like they're in really good condition, so I'm not really sure what the condition of your property is. So what we want to do is just take the average of these 2 prices here, these 2 solds, and we have 237,500 and 245,000. And if we take that, divide that by 2, that gives us 241,000. Let's just average it out at 240,000. Let's say the average price is 240. Both of these homes are renovated. It looks like they both have been updated, renovated, or semi-updated. That one, don't know about the blue walls, so I'll call this one semi-updated. They do have granite countertops, stainless steel appliances. This one has a nice white countertops, the white cabinets. Looks like carpet. This one looks really nice, really well kept. This one shows really good. All right, so we're talking 240. Okay, it's in very bad condition, she says. It's boarded up. All right, here's a link for it. Let's check this out. Let's check this out. Yes. Let's see what the link says here. Boarded up, bad condition. So we know retail is 240,000. Do you have an idea? I'm assuming we're going to be looking around $15 square foot to get it fixed up. I'm just going to put 240 all the way around here. See what this gives us. All right. So we have $13 square foot. I think it's going to be a lot more than 15,000 in repairs. We got to put 80 square feet. 27,000 repairs. Let's just assume that's our number. So it looks like our offer would have to be around 150 for 960. I almost want to even go a little bit more on this square footage there. So let's see what this turns out to, 30,000. I think you're going to have to get it under 150. Don't be afraid to go low. Looks like it is going to auction. And I don't see anything else on here. So picture of it is under the building description. Okay, what am I looking at? Let me go back here. Let's see what this pulls up here. I see map. I'm not looking. I don't see any building description though, Latera. Click info on the sidebar. Click info on the sidebar. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks for your help. Appreciate it. All right. So, property details. Click info. Picture of it is under building description. Let's check this out. Maybe. Let's see if we can open a new tab here, see what happens. Nope, not getting anything. Sorry. Additional property information. I don't know why. It's not doing anything here. Well, Tara, sorry, I just can't open it up. But I would not go over $150,000 on the offer price at all. Okay, you know you're going to have $30,000 in repairs, most likely, and maybe more. If you can let me know, I don't know. And then you that accounts for your profit if you're selling it around 160. Personally, I would probably shoot for a 135 to 140 number on the offer price on this. Anytime you can get about $100,000 spread on a property that needs a lot of work, you're usually going to be pretty safe. Just depends on whether what the bidding is going to start at. And it looks like they're going to start out at 142,902 is what it's showing on Zillow. So I would keep it under 150. Do not go over 150 on this. So, okay, so I'm going to go back up here. Hopefully, let's see if I'm missing anyone else. All right, so what other, I think I'm missing somebody here. Paul. Does anyone else have any properties here? Andy. Looks like we zip through these. Nancy has one. Friend has one. Nancy, you have one. Let's check this out. Let's check out 4,900. Aloha, Oregon. All right, pre-foreclosure. All right, Nancy. Hopefully you're paying attention here. You can help me out a little bit on this. I'm going to go ahead and put it in here as well. All right. So, looks like it is for sale at $400,000. I don't know if this is the same one or not. Let's check. For a closure estimate 303, 3-bed, 1-bath, 945 square foot. So, can you give me any other information about this one, Nancy? What I'm going to do here, let's check on the map, see where we need to, what are the main cross streets? Looks like we have a street here on Southwest Talation Valley Highway. Wow. All right, so we are trying to stay east of 198th Ave and what is this street here? 185th. So we're trying to stay really close to the Aloha High School area right here. That's good to know. So let's, yeah, 190. Okay, so it looks like we have a few here. Let me go ahead and go to filters. Let's refresh that real quick. All right, I'm going to go to expand on Zillow and pull up some information on this. So it looks like we have several for sale, 349, 349, 315. And this is under 1,000 square foot. 314. And then the solds right here, 229. This is 960 square feet, 298. All right, so here are our 3 low sold comps. And I think we're going to use these 292, 530, 298, and 304, 900. So let's use those 3 right now. I'm going to jump on over to the calculator and jump back and forth. We got 292, 530, 292, 530. Okay. Actually, I'm going to put that under the low comp. Okay. Let me delete this. And let's go. We got 298. Sorry about that. 298 for the next one. And then our third one is 304. 304. I'm going to go back to I'm going to go to $12 a square foot. I think that's a safe bet. And even $10 a square foot, depending on the condition. So let's just keep it really simple. Gives our average. And let's do 30400. I'll take that one out here. Oops. All right, 30400 gives us an offer at 212. 314. I think retail, honestly, if I'm looking at these for sales, I think 315 is the top retail as well. This is what the property would look like, top notch. Let's look through some pictures real quick. I think 315, ooh, that's not even updated in the kitchen though, but the rest of the house looks really good. Let's say we're selling this at 75%. So I think you can sell it at 236 minus our $15,000 profit. I think the offer on this, Nancy, I think you need to be around the 220 mark on the offer. Google shows a different picture. Can you check it? Auctions, August 15th. Yeah, this is, so here is the subject property, 4900 Southwest 194th Court. Nancy, can you let me know, does this look like the right house? Here's some pictures of the house. Looks like they did some updates. That's interesting. I mean, it looks pretty nice. So I don't know if this is correct or not either. Oh, this is from 2015. If you notice, looks like an old MLS picture right here. Auction on 8/15. They have the estimate here at 303. I think my offer on this is going to be around 220. So 220, depending on the condition, Nancy, okay? But the Google shows so much beat. Okay, the Google picture showing is much more beat up. Okay, so let's go ahead and just use a higher repair estimate then, if that's the case, because we're showing 20,000 repairs. Let's say we're going to do $15 in repairs. Okay, so now you're looking around 200, 202, 205, low 200s. You know, probably 210 would be your max then, depending on the condition. I would probably keep it at 210 and hold firm. This is an interesting thing is you don't want to lose money on these properties. You want to lock it up at a price that makes sense, so you can make sure you get the deal done. Hope that helps you, Nancy. Okay. Let me go back up here and see if I skipped over anyone. So Nancy was up here. Tara, we got that one. Jesse. Okay, so Jesse, here's your apartment complex, 604 West Avenue. Let's check this one out. I'll try to get all the comps today for everyone. Hopefully I'll zip through these and make sense for everyone. All right, for sale by owner. Okay, rule number one, anytime you see something for sale, it is on the market. This is the market. So, Jesse Coleman, can you tell me, do you have an offer on this property already? Let's take a look at it. 6 units, for sale, $199. Looks like they have identical buildings. Only 3 pictures, which is not very much fun. So looking 12 bed, 6 bath, 4420 square feet. This is a multi-unit property. Anytime you go over 4 units, you're going to think of it differently. You want to think of the rent rolls and stuff like that. I mean, shoot, this at this price, this will get scooped up in Arizona, no problem. But in Texas, we'll have to check it out. Let's check out the map and see where our cross streets are at. You're just going to want to stay within about a mile radius of that subject property. Let's see if there's anything. Let's hit the expand button and see what comes up. So it does look like we have some comps here. 4420 and 6 bath. If you see this one sold, that one sold at 120. What? Same square foot, 4403. Let me pull this one up in Redfin real quick. Okay. Pulling up in Redfin, this Texas property. Stop. Why is this? It's not even available here. So we have to use Zillow. All right. So it's 100% occupied, located an hour from there. Asking prices $205, monthly rents $25.35. So if you notice, he has a lot of the information here, what the expenses are, taxes, insurance, private repairs. They're asking $205, and you're trying to get a comp. Or you're trying to get an offer there. So this is interesting. There's a couple ways. When it comes to multifamily, you're going to want to basically figure out the cap rate, the rent rolls and everything, and go that way. Gross monthly rent's $25.35, so it's a good cap rate. Here's the deal. Whenever property's listed, I don't care if it's for sale by owner or not, that is the price. Market says it is $199,900, or sorry, we'll just round up $200,000. $200,000, I will never buy a property, or I'll never be able to sell a property typically more than 80%. So 80% is my limit, and then I need to subtract another 10 to 15,000 for my profit. So if the property is 200,000, I'm getting 80%. That's 160,000, and I want to make 15,000 on my deal. I'm not offering more than 145,000 for that property. This is a good deal. I mean, this is a great rental property. It looks like. I think it has some good potential. But I want to be able to sell that property for $159,000. I'm going to sell it for under $160,000 to my list. That's where I'd end up on this bad boy here. Okay, so let me go ahead, and I want to jump through as many of these as possible. Looks like you guys have a couple different properties as well. It looks like we have one in New Jersey. Let me pull this one up real quick. Okay. See if I can pull it up on Zillow. That is not the right property. We're looking for 109. There we go. 109. And if you look, so what's cool is a lot of times I Google these because I want to see the street view. I want to see what Google Maps shows on the property. That looks like this is the subject property. Looks like it has a detached garage back there. So I'm going to just hit back now and hit the Zillow button. Zillow showing 129,000. Let's see if we have Redfin in this area. And this is from Friend, registered as Friend on here. And Redfin showing 159. Zillow showing 1, so we'll say 130 to 160. I always go with the lower of the two. Let's go ahead, and it does look like it is a 2-story property. So we want to try to compare 2 stories if possible, and the square footage, 1256, 3 bed, 1.5 bath. All right, let's go to the map area, map nearby homes. And let's go to the solds. And we're going to go last 6 months. Okay. 256 times 0.9. So we're going to try to keep it, the low end is going to be 1,100 square feet. Let's just hit a 1,000 there. And then what I'm doing is I'm doing 10% above that number. So 1256 times 1.1 is 1381. So roughly 1,400 square feet. And this is a generalization, but this is just a real quick way to get some ideas. So this house is already sold. I would not use this as a comp. These are probably similar, but man, these are low. These seem really, really low compared to the price. So let me go ahead and expand here. Okay, friend, let's check this out. And we have, this is a perfect flip area, okay? The reason why this is perfect flip area is because the comps are all over the place. And it's really hard to zero in on this. All right, so friend has this property, and we're going to look at the expand here. So let's go ahead and look at the lows and the highs. And what we can do here too is we'll go ahead and hit more. Oops. Let me just, so we got roughly 1,256 square feet. We want all the solds to be around there. So here's one at 1,300 square feet. There's one at 1,286. That one's probably a little too less square footage. Here's one at 107. Looks like everything is at 110. And we may be able to use some of these 125. So 125, 123. Let's go ahead and use our comp calculator here. 125 and 123 are the tops. 125, 123. And then let's check out those other three low ones. 110, 110, and 107. Okay. I am having some difficulties. Why is that? So 110, 110, and 107. And I'm going to go with $12 a square foot. This is a rough idea. So it looks like our offer is at $64,000 if we're making a $10,000 profit. Let's say it's a little bit less on the square footage. Let's go 10%. I might be able to push it up at $68,000. It looks like that the number though is going to be 107, 110, 110, 123. You know, I personally want to try to keep it closer to this 110 mark. And so I will probably be selling this house no more than $79,000. So I will probably be buying this house at $69,000. So friend, I hope that helps you out on this one. Let's see, I think we got several other people here to go through. Where did I lose you at? Try to go in order. All right, so we have a few more here. And if I'm skipping anyone, go ahead and put in the question marks again here. It looks like Lori, you have one at 1212. Let's look this up real quick. All right. This is a lot of fun, guys. I appreciate you guys doing this. So Portland, Oregon, 1212 Northeast, 192nd. Lori, are you still on the line? Can you let me know a little bit about this property? Is this one that you are currently looking to lock up, or is it already locked up? That'll give me a little bit of indication where you stand on everything. It looks like a couple different pictures here. So 1,092 square feet. There we go. Here's a picture of the house. It's showing 257 here. Just under 1,100 square feet. Go to the maps area. I'm going to go to the solds. and pull this up. Redfin and Zillow are your friends. These have some of the best. These are better than the MLS in some areas. Just to kind of let you know. So we're trying. Let's just check the map here. So do you see if there's any major thoroughfares stay on? So it looks like we have a freeway here. Looks like we have a major one right here on 181st. So we're going to try to stay in this little pocket right here. Okay. So we are off of 192nd. It looks like. Okay. 1980. That's too big of a square foot. So what we need to do here is also more filters. We're going to go to, I guess we may have to go down to 750 just to be on the safe side, and then 1250. Apply the filters. All right, so now we have 245, 320, and another 320. Okay, so we got two 320s and one 245 if we're using our comp calculator. 320, 245. 320 up here. Another 320. And then 245. And spits out our 10% square footage repair number there with a $10,000 profit. Gives us a complete offer of 225. Lower the better, of course. So probably around 220 would be great if we're making a $15,000 profit. So on this one, I would definitely be making my offer at 220. So let me see if I passed anyone up here. Okay. Lori Walker. Okay, Lori. Looking to lock it up. Very outdated. Thank you. Okay, so Lori, this would be a good one for you. I think if you're at the 220 number, you're going to be safe. You're going to be able to exit around 239 to 245, and depending on the condition, you might be able to push it up a little bit. It looks like 245 was the lowest comp, so you want to make sure you're selling it no more than 245 if you can. But it looks like the average is going to be in the 300s, like low 300s for this. So good job on that one, Lori. Good job. Okay. All right. So let's go back up here. I need to expand this. Going through my notes here. Okay. I think we got through the ones that we zipped over here. Texas, Nancy. Okay. All right, going back through here, looks like we may have some new ones here. Katie. Katie has another one on Melrose Avenue. And for those of you who don't remember, that was a TV show in the 90s. Okay, let's look it up here. I'm going to put it into Zillow, and we're going to put it into Redfin as well. Back this up. Chula Vista. And this is a hot area. I used to live in San Diego area, so this is, my old stomping grounds here. What's a good offer on this Melrose Unit 64? Okay, so what I want to do too is put it in my Google lookup, see where we're at. You see the map here? This what's interesting is you can click on this, you can get a good idea of where the cross streets are, where you want to kind of hang out with. If we're trying to zero in, it's probably going to be right in this area. And if we're doing a satellite, let's check this out. So it's this house right here, and we might be able to pull our little person right. Oh, but they don't have it mapped out. Usually you'll see little blue lines here, like right up here, see the line right there, and you can look in front of the house. This one doesn't have it, so I can't look in front of the house. That's okay. Let's go ahead and go back here, and we'll go to the more filters. We'll go to the sold, and let's see here. Why did this? For some reason, I need to find out what the square footage is. It's not showing me. Come on. Let's try this again. Okay. There we go. Oh, there we go. We got a building here. So, unit 64. This is it. So it's like a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,100 square feet. Pre-foreclosure going to auction. Let's go to expand. So 1,100 square feet is the square feet. It's 3-bed, 2-bath. And if we go to expand, we see for sale stuff, and we see our sold stuff here. So 1,250 square foot, 1,359, 1,161. So 230, 1,102. All right, so these are kind of high. This is too big of square footage. We can't use this. We can probably use these 3 right here, the 230, the 325, and 339. So let's use those on our comp calculator. So 339,500 is our highest. And then we have 325 and 325. Then let's check out the last one was 230. That's a big difference, by the way. 230. Okay, so I don't know why it's not calculating correctly. Oh, the square footage is 11. What was our? That's what we messed up on. Square footage is 1102. All right, go back to Excel spreadsheet, type in 1102 for the square footage. And now we have our offer. If we're making 15 grand out of this, is 239. It's so a good offer on this one, Katie, is probably going to be, let's see if you, I think we're going to be right around 239 on this offer. That's a $15,000 profit. I keep it 239 and below. All right, so let's see here. We got a few more people on here looking to lock it up. Great. Paul has one on Floyd Street. This is in New Jersey. Let's pull it up real fast. And we are running out of time, folks. So I'm going to try to hurry up and zip through these so we can get these last couple ones done before we sign off. Okay. What? What? $1 million property? Of course, Paul has to throw this one in at the end. Paul, looking to lock this up. Dude, you are a freaking rock star. But you guys look at this. This is $1 million property. $1 million property right here. Englewood Cliffs, right on the Hudson River. Holy smoke. Looks like it's 1.1. This is going to be hard to comp. I already know. Paul, this is a killer. Good for you, man. Awesome. I'm excited. This is type of stuff that I love, to see you guys jumping after this big stuff here. Okay, so this is going to be super important. What the market's doing right now, you want to pay attention for the ones that are for sale. Okay, you need to pay attention to that. You know, and so you have all these different ones right here. I want a picture of this house. Where's the picture of this house? Son of a gun. All right, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to just put it in my Google search. There's my picture. Sweet. Let's check it out. There's your $1 million property, folks. Looks like you got your garage on the bottom, 2-story house, driveway. Let's check out right on the corner. I bet you if we go east, we can see the Hudson River too. Let's check this out a little bit. I love this tool on Google Maps. It lets us take a good look. And if you look, it kind of, it doesn't really match some of the houses in the area. Some of them are dated. This one looks much newer. Yeah, these other ones look kind of dated, right? Look at that. Single stories. Right next to this house, it's like, looks like it's 3-story compared to that. So, wow. Let's look at this, Paul, real quick. It's the red one. It's the red one? No, it's not. It's a single story. It's the single story house? Oh. So this one right here. 530. This is it. You can see the address right here, 530 single story. Interesting, dude. Wow. So this is much different. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up our Redfin as well. Let's go to the solds. Let's go to the last 6 months. Apply the filters. We need everything on over in this little area on Floyd. So we're right off of Floyd, Palisade Avenue and Sylvan Avenue. We need to stay in between. So here's Palisade. I need to find Sylvan. Where am I missing this? Oh, it's right by the Greenway. It looks like right here. Okay, so we have a 290 way down here. That is not a comp. That is not a comp, my man. That is not a comp. Phew. This is an interesting one. Very interesting, bro. Very interesting. Let's check this out. All right, so we got this guy at $1.9 million for sale. Not updated. Close it out. Looks like everything's right around the $1 million mark. That is much lower, 659. You want to be the cheapest around too, so don't even include this one. This one may throw us off a little bit here. As is condition 775. Looking to lock it up. Owner says it's a knockdown. Okay. You know, on this is a weird one. Paul, thanks for throwing this one in. Usually in knockdowns, I go half value. This is such an interesting area because of the price points and the area you're at. So if I can make a recommendation for you, this one may be one you want to do what's called an option on, not a full-blown purchase contract, an option where you have the right to assign it to an end buyer. It's a one-page document. We refer to it as a flex option. So it's basically subject to find an end buyer. If you do a purchase contract on this, be transparent. Let the seller know that you're going to be finding an end buyer on this property. Okay. I think if that's the case, it looked like, according to the notes here, that we're at 1.182. Let's just do the math. They want 775 divided by 1182919. That's 65% of value. I think that's where you need to sell it. When you go higher end properties, that means the percentage comes down too. So on something like this, Paul, in all honesty, if I was doing a full-blown purchase contract, then I wouldn't offer more than $590 on this. But because it is a high-end property and they are hard to move and they do take a lot longer, I would just let the seller know that you'll do a flex option, a one-page option agreement, subject to you finding an end buyer, and then you can be able to help them out by selling the property for them. It's just a one-page document, gives you that ability to do that. So, okay, one last property. Did we already look at this one? I think we did. Let me pull this up. I think Laterra has one, but let me just check if this is one we already looked up. This will be our last property if it is. Okay, Laterra, here we go. We're looking at 7523 Fargo Avenue. Okay, let's pull it up on both Redfin and Zillow. Okay, and then Redfin. Okay. Redfin and Zillow. So the server's not available. What is going on there? So let me pull it up there now. 2125 square feet. Okay, they're showing it at 220, or they're showing the sold price. Redfin estimates 166. It's a one-car garage, 4-bed, 3-bath. 2125. We don't even have an 242's estimate on this. Look, the estimates so far apart: 166 on Redfin, and then 242 on Zillow, and it's 2,125 square feet. So let's go to the solds. 2,000. We need to keep it in the 2,000 mark. So we got 213, 212. Let's go to Redfin. I think Redfin's going to be a better choice for us to use on this one. So let's go to Map Nearby Homes. Filters. And we're going to go to sold properties last 6 months. And then hang on the line, everyone. I got something for everyone after we get done comping this property that I want to share with you. So it's super important. Stay on. Do not jump off yet. Got something really cool. All right, so 2125 square feet. I'm just going to use the 1750, and then the max of 21. Let's do 2250. Apply the filters. Let's see what our cross streets are at. Let's zoom in a little bit. We want to stay under Little Creek. Okay. 269, 250. That's like a newer build there. What's the situation on this one, Laterra? Do you have an offer coming in on this one? Let's see, 245, 250, 269. 245, 250, and 269 divided by 3. We're looking at 254. We'll round up 255 as a retail price on this. Let's go back out here. 255, and we're selling at 75%. 191 minus 15. 1,000. Okay, so real quick, I just want to zip through this real quick because we're already out of time, Latera. On this one, my offer would be 175. Okay, and the meaning is I try to take the retail price, I try to subtract estimated repairs, estimated profit, and that's going to give you about a $10,000 to $15,000 profit at 175. So go lock it up, and good luck. All right, now for everyone that is on the line here, I got a couple things here just to finish sharing with you. So, thank you for being part of Deal No Deal this week. I wanted to explain to you guys a little bit about our Direct Connect coaching program. We've made some changes to it. So, instead of being a 90-day program, we have 120 days. It's one-on-one coaching with me, yours truly. You get a 60-minute call. You get a 1-hour call with me every single week. I will give you my Voxer so you can text message me. You can send me a voice message anytime, and I can respond to that. We do follow a curriculum. If you are working to get deals done and you're struggling or you need a little help or a little hand-holding, that's what I'm here for. I will help you set up your systems. I will help you with your marketing. I will help you lock up deals. I'll get on the phone with you and talk to sellers as well. We follow a very regimented guideline and system. This program is only for a few people, okay? I know that I cannot do this for everyone. I have only 6 spots available. I have a full-time real estate business. I am helping Sean on the coaching side as well, and my schedule is full. I only have 6 spots. So if you guys are interested on how to reach out to us, so go to directconnecthq.com. Then you need to go to is /thank-you-page, or better yet, just send me an email, brandon.flip2freedom@gmail.com. Okay. I want to go ahead and do something really special for each one of you that is on the line right now, okay? I'm going to give you a special cell phone that you can text message, and if you need me to send you this thank you page, we can get this out to you, okay? I want to explain to you a little bit about how the coaching program works. Watch that video. Let me go ahead and jump back on this real quick. This is going to give you the best idea of how the program works is right here, is the directconnecthq.com /thank-you-page. Go there, check it out. Sean and I put a little video together for you, and I'm looking for 6 more people to work with. Now, I want to give you a little explanation. One of the guys I've been helping, just one guy that I've been helping, hit $120,000 in 1 month. I know it seems unfathomable for most people, okay? It's hard to think that we can even make, $15,000 sometimes in a month. But this is what this program is about. It's one-on-one. It's me and you working together, giving you assignments every week, helping you get these accomplishments and these tasks checked off. And I want to help you. So please reach out. I'm going to go ahead and give you a special phone number right now. And if you, let me pull this up. This is going to give you direct, it's a Google Voice number, okay? And I want to be able to answer any questions any of you guys have off air as well. But feel free to text me at this number. Text me any questions you have. I want to be able to help you out. 480-382-2335. Write this down. 480-382-2335. Shoot me a text message. Let me know who you are. Let me know that you watched the Deal or No Deal. Just say, hey, this is so-and-so from Deal or No Deal, and leave your phone number, and I'll give you a call. You guys have a great day. Have a great week. God bless. Take care. Bye.
Brandon killed it. He's awesome. He is amazing. I love how he goes through and really kind of gives you a full understanding of exactly what it takes to go out and make offers on the right properties. So I hope this was beneficial. Again, if you become a Flip2Freedom Academy member, you get to get on our calls every time we do them, which is amazing, and be able to learn so much, which is great. Also, I do coaching calls, so between Brandon and I, you get to have all the information to go out and make a difference. So if you could, comment below if you have any questions, subscribe to the channel, and definitely follow us on social media because we got some great content we're putting out there. So thank you very much for watching. Take care. God bless.